All right, hey Mike, got your file for turn in. Um, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say you use Z-remesher instead of doing this by hand. There's just a lot of star junctions sitting on top of each other, a lot of areas why I'm not sure why we'd be making certain loops or turns. Um, since I don't have the original high res where you're at turned in, what I'm gonna do is smooth this once or twice just to give me something a bit more high res. Let's go ahead and use that as my live surface. And then I'm going to go to quad draw. So I would follow something similar to this. This is very close to what Hippodrome would have. I know we kind of talked about that a little bit last week. I usually start around the eyes, and there's two ways you can do this. You can actually count how many exact segments they have here, which I would suggest, but I'm just going to kind of do this quickly. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got 12 across the top. I like to make things even all the way around, so don't count these points in that 12, so that means I have 10 I got to get in here. So that'll be the 10, so let's try to even this out a little bit. That way, by making it even across the top and the bottom, if they open or close that eye, it's going to help with that. And so I would try to get those points matching kind of up and down. Okay, so it was 12 in between, so 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, 12. So I'll just work on kind of evening these out. I'm going to go a little faster than I maybe would. All right, so we have these points. Now I need to give the points that we're actually going to use for the looping structure. So you can make a couple points as you go, or you can just do all the secondary points if you want. Okay, and then I want to take some time to kind of line that up. So that would be the lip of your eye. On the lip of your eye, you'd probably want holding edges there, so you could easily add those in. And then from here, oops, you could grab an edge loop and just extrude. Bring that out a little bit, and then you can go back to quad draw, and then bring this out for that that next circle of the eyelid. And this is going to be faster because then you can always go back and put these edge loops into it, right? So I'm just looking for the interior of your eye socket where these go. You can move edges like that and then go back and just tweak one or two of them, whatever you think is faster for you. So I'm kind of seeing that next structure. I think I'm hitting it. It's hard to see without the high res. I'm trying to keep nice even spacing between these. So if I were you, I'd get more even spacing than kind of what I have. But like I said, I'm not going to take as much time to do this as you would. So I'm holding down Control. I'm going to split that maybe 2 more times to get the detail there. The other thing I could have turned on right away is symmetry, right? I could have done that in X. And then I would have had my symmetry from the get-go. So from there to there, I might want to do one more extrude. So you can extrude, or it's not that hard to go one more set of points up here. So it really comes down to if you just want to draw them. Because either way, you're going to probably have to move and adjust them. I'm just holding down Shift to fill that in. There's new features in 2016 as far as quad draw, or 2017, sorry, version 3. So I would suggest going through those. I haven't reviewed them all yet. From here, let's do 3 across. So this would be starting that little lip that's going to come down around the chin. Oops. Might have to zoom in for this section. Right, so I'm following this kind of blueprint right here, and as you get to maybe right about here, that's where it'll start kind of following that shape down more. Every now and then I'll hold down Shift so I can relax through this area, and it's going to help me get more even spacing. We could do that up here as well. Careful when you get around those holding edges, because it could kind of blow those up a little bit. I'm going to go one more out here. And relax. Okay, and then you can see this is going to start going down from there. So just follow this looping pattern right here, one similar to it. From here it's going to go straight back towards the ear. So look at where your different, star junctions are. So we got a star junction right there. We'll just bring back, trying to follow somewhat even edge flow. So off, that would be this guy right here, so that next one should just follow straight back. And then I can just relax all that, help even it out. And I would just keep drawing through. This can go, looks like that should go up and over, and then we'll have one more loop that kind of goes through there. So these guys we might want to raise away from that fold a little bit, and then just go up and over. And again, you should count. I'm not taking the time to count, but follow that edge flow in the image that I'm using, or find something similar. Some of these mistakes are coming because I didn't start with symmetry to begin with, so I could probably just turn that off. We're just connecting this through. You'll end up with a star junction, but it's in the right spot. A little bit of relaxing. And there we go. So here you can see this is much more constructed with a purpose, just what I have here. So why don't you take another stab on that edge flow before you move on to your other sculpt.